Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We have a new figure that is obviously based on the Arthur Morgan, got his name right this time, character from the Red Dead 2 Redemption game. Now this is the VTS VM026 16 scale Wilderness Rider. Pre-order cutoff is the 10th of June, available Q4 2020, and I'm looking at this on the 16 Kit Facebook page, so that's 16kit.com. is where you can pre-order this guy, and I would do that sooner rather than later, because the last time we got an announcement on a figure based on Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar got involved, and there were some problems, obviously, because these are unlicensed figures. They're not officially licensed merch from Rockstar themselves. But it does come with a lot of stuff. You've got 2 head sculpts. The hat doesn't seem to be removable. You've got these 2 pistols, 2 rifles, a fishing rod, a sawn-off shotgun, bow and arrow, and really nice base, a big-ass fish that he just caught, loads of, provisions and food and medicines and dynamite, a knife, his diary, lots of hand sculpts, the dynamite, the little raccoon furry hat thing. He's got a face mask as well. There's a lot of stuff here, man. This is a really, really nice looking piece. Some great photography coming up. I'm pretty sure they've used backgrounds from the game itself in the pictures. But here we have him standing on his base with all his accessories laid out before him, and there's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Virtual toy. Okay, is that who's making this? That would be the VTS thing then. So I'm not too familiar, and you got to be careful because, like Justin told me, a lot of these different names for companies, they're usually the same company trying to cover their tracks by changing the name every time they announce a new third-party, unofficial figure. Oh, you do get another head sculpt. I saw another head sculpt down there. It looked like John Marsden. So maybe they're giving you the option to have an Arthur Morgan look or a John Marsden look, because the head that didn't have a hat on it, that was down the bottom just a minute ago there, that looked a little bit like John Marsden to me. But anyway, this looks amazing. And let's see what we got. See, now that looks like John Marsden to me. Okay, so I'm looking at these pictures for the first time with you guys. I did not look at these very much before I made this video, so I always like to give like a genuine first impressions reaction and just save that until I'm actually recording the audio here. But lovely work on those boots. That's a really nice picture, really good lighting. So this is pretty special, man, because you can have 2 different looks, 2 different characters. I mean, if you bought 2 of these, possibilities are endless, especially with all the different outfit changes you can do and all the different accessories that he can hold. This is pretty special. I'll see if I can pre-order this, man. I might have to go ahead and do it because I regretted not pre-ordering the last one that was announced months ago. And this one looks just as good, maybe better, because, yeah. And that hat is removable then, because I did see in the comments that they were saying the hat didn't look like it was removable, but we definitely saw that head sculpt there in an earlier picture without a hat on it. So that's badass. Look at the fit of the clothing. I like how clean the shoulders are there on that jacket. That's a really nice kind of green color there. I like that. Little gold buttons, nice details. His little scarf. See the scars on the side of his face there. I like the way the hair looks. Doesn't look too clean as it should do, we're living in the Old West. And here is the Arthur Morgan look, and this is a nice piece. See those wrist pegs? We were talking about that in the last live stream. All these 16 companies need to evolve their ideas. Like him there, there should be no wrist peg there. The hand should connect seamlessly to the wrist and the forearm, and the joint where you change it should be at the elbow. Then you wouldn't see any joints. It would just be a seamless look, and it would be so much more realistic. I hope these 16 companies start rethinking how they do, interchangeable hands. Just make it like interchangeable arms, with different hand sculpts. Not for everyone, obviously. Some figures you can still rock the wrist peg thing if it's covered up by like a long sleeve or a wristband or something. But anyway, nice detail on his arms there with the hairs. Very nice. Me like it. Nice shirt too, sir. Yep, the hat's decent. The hat's nice and weathered. Look at all the scratches and wear on the hat. That's pretty badass. Now in this next picture coming up, you will recognize this from the beginning of Red Dead Redemption 2. Now you can see some nice fur work inside the coat, possibly a wired coat, because it looks like the wind is blowing the coat open slightly at the bottom, so I'm guessing we've got a wired coat situation going on there, which is just another reason to be excited, really. There he is wearing his raccoon hat, and that looks kind of silly. I would not be rocking him like that. However, in the very, very harsh winters up in those mountains, I can understand why you'd be rocking a garb such as that. Nice work on those buttons on the coat as well. Very, very nicely done here. You can only hope that the finished product looks that good. I'm sure it will be pretty damn close. Yeah, I remember the beginning of the game. I had to well, I did start playing Red Dead Redemption 2, the story mode, a few months back. I started it again because it's so epic. You know, it's hard to take all of that in the very first time, and all the things that you miss because you're, you know, it's just a big open world. There's so many things that you miss. That's a really nice picture there, checking out his map. So yeah, you'll get you like, you know, nice little map action with the figure as well. But look at the stubble on his jawline there. Really nice work here, guys. Really nice. Love the game. It's going to be an all-time classic. I still think that Red Dead Redemption, the original one, well, not the original, what was that, Red Dead Revolver on the PS2, but the first Red Dead Redemption is just always going to be an absolute classic. But I highly, highly rate Red Dead Redemption 2. I still play it. I still like to dip in every now and then and just go for a ride on the horse and see what happens, because you never know what's going to happen in that game. Even after the time that it's been out now, you can still go back and discover new things and have new encounters and be surprised. But there he is. Is that medicine? That could be medicine, or green kind of alcohol, or maybe the bottle. I think the bottle's green. I think I'm just being stupid. I like his satchel, man. That looks really nice. Like a suede kind of material. Yeah, you got the shotguns, shells, and the, what's it called? Bandolier, one of them. I forget the word for it now, but there's that sawn off shotgun action. There's that guy behind the counter that you have to pay your bounties. It's very hard to resist shooting him sometimes. He's like, you try and behave yourself now. Ah, shut up. Get out of my face. Loading up his sawn off. Nice. Now that would be a cool pose for your shelf or your detolf, just something like that. Head down, moody, broody, got the rifle over his shoulder, loading up the fucking, oh, don't swear, loading up the double barrel sawn off. Yeah, I should have done this whole thing in my cowboy voice. Look at him standing on the railroad tracks, waiting for that train. Got his mask on, covered up, ready to rob mother flippers. Yeah, the dynamite. Beautiful piece, man, beautiful piece. Like this picture coming up in a moment where he's fishing. Let's have a look at this. Yep. So I'm just really, really, really chuffed, surprised about the fact that they have given you the option to either have this displayed as Arthur Morgan or John Marston. That is pretty badass. That's something the last one didn't offer. So Red Death Wilderness Rider, that's what we're calling this one, and it's by Virtual Toys. Or is it just Virtual Toy or Virtual Toys? Either way, go on to 16kit.com and it'll be up for pre-order pretty soon. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the date was given to you. Oh, let me just, forgot to check out the comments from folks. Did see a few. We got a comment here from someone that says, damn, what an awesome figure. 4 different looks with 3 coats, not counting the raccoon hat. And then someone else says, hang on, someone else says, doesn't look as good as the other one. Possibly. I'd have to go back and remind myself and see what the other one looked like. But I mean, I remember it looked damn good. But this looks damn good too. I mean, it's very, very close. Someone says, just ordered mine. Lucky guy. What actor / film is this? Someone who doesn't recognize it as Red Dead Redemption 2. Fair enough. Not everybody plays games. You're missing out. Someone else says, wow, looks good. Any news on the other version of this character? Not that I've heard of. 2 heads, it looks like, yes. Okay, well, nothing too exciting in the comments from people on Facebook there. There he is looking at his catch. Absolutely awesome piece. All right, guys, I'm going to try and pre-order this. I do want it, and I wanted the last one too. Absolutely love the games. Absolutely classic, you know, virtual entertainment. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And I want this, so I'm going to see about pre-ordering it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at DNight333 if you want to become a Patreon for $1 a month and help the channel survive. I appreciate it. Link underneath the video. See you soon. Goodbye.